Hey, it's been a while since I've done a tech review, so here's a video on my new favorite controller. Why, you may ask? Well, in short, it's the best feeling controller that's compatible with the systems I actually play on, mainly PC, the Switch, and iOS. Just a quick disclaimer, this is not a super technical review. I'm just a casual gamer who stumbled upon a cool piece of tech and wants to share my thoughts. Oh, and this controller was sent to me from GameSir, but as always, everything that I say in this video are my own thoughts and opinions. That's all. Links in the description if you're interested. Now that we got that out of the way, I do want to mention something up front. This controller is not compatible with Xbox. I'm not 100% sure about PlayStation either because it's not mentioned in the documentation or the Amazon listing, but for Xbox users, sorry, this one is not for you. Let's quickly talk about what you get inside the box. You get a metal base, a USB-A dongle, and a USB-A to USB-C cable. What I was particularly interested in was the USB-A dongle. I'm just kidding. It's the base. For this price point, I'm honestly surprised by how premium the controller feels, let alone having a high quality base included. It charges the controller, holds the USB-A dongle so that it doesn't hog under the port, and has these nice rubber pads so it doesn't scratch your desk or the controller. What more could you ask for? The controller feels amazing in the hands. It's lightweight, which is perfect for long gaming sessions, but it still has that solid, high quality build that you'd expect from a more expensive controller. Honestly, the joysticks might have been the best I've ever felt on any controller, period. Super smooth and precise. The main face buttons took a little time to get used to. GameSir calls them micro switch face buttons, which basically means they feel like clicking a mouse button. Tactile and crisp. They're also supposed to be super durable, which is great if you're the type to game for hours on end. Plus, you've got your standard left and right shoulder buttons and triggers, along with a couple of extra customizable buttons on the back. Now, what I found really cool are the shoulder triggers. They have these little switches that let you adjust the feel completely, from a traditional trigger to more of a button-like micro switch. This makes them super responsive because the travel distance is greatly reduced. What's even better is that you can customize it per side. So if you prefer a regular trigger on one side and a micro switch on the other depending on your game, you've got that flexibility. One of my favorite features is how easy it is to pair with different devices. You just press the GameSir logo along with the Y, B, or A for about 2 seconds depending on which device that you're pairing it with, and it connects just like a native controller. It's a small detail, but something I can appreciate a lot because it makes switching between devices so seamless. If you connect it to your PC, you can also access GameSir's software to customize your button layout and tweak the RGB lighting. I probably won't be messing with that anytime soon, but I know some of you love that type of customization, so I thought I should just mention it. Alright, let's get to the fun part. Gaming. Gaming with this controller is everything you'd expect and more. For a third-party controller, this thing is impressive. I've used a lot of controllers over the years and this one really holds its own. For starters, the joystick feels incredibly smooth and precise. Whether I'm playing something casual like Stardew Valley or something a bit more fast-paced like Rocket League, I notice how responsive the controls are. The micro switch buttons give that extra bit of tactile feedback that's especially satisfying when you're mashing buttons in a heated boss fight. When I tested it on the Switch, it felt just as good as a Pro controller, if not better. And for mobile gaming, man, it's a game changer. Paired with my iPhone, I've been diving into Genshin Impact and NBA 2K25, and the controls feel buttery smooth. I don't get any noticeable lag, which is huge when you're trying to pull off those quick reflex moves. Even on PC, where I usually prefer a mouse and keyboard for most games, I found myself reaching for this controller more often than I expected. It's just that good. It's versatile enough to handle anything, from platformers and RPGs to racing games. What surprised me though was how intuitive the trigger customization felt in real time. Switching between traditional triggers and micro switches depending on the game gave me an edge in certain games, especially in games where fast trigger response matters. I'd never thought I'd care about that, but after trying it, I'm hooked. Oh, and when I'm done gaming, this thing looks right at home on my desk. Seriously, the aesthetic of the controller and the base adds such a clean vibe to my setup. Now, I haven't owned this thing long enough to fully test out the battery life or how it holds up after hundreds of hours of gameplay, but so far, it's been rock solid. Honestly, until GameSir drops a better version, which is gonna be tough, I'd happily buy this one again and again if I ever needed to. This is probably the best third-party controller that you can get right now. It's versatile, feels great, and performs like a champ across all platforms. I can't recommend it enough. If you're interested, I'll leave an affiliate link in the description so that you can check it out and help support the channel. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this little gaming review. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. I meant to do peace sign. I don't know what this was.